Hello everyone and welcome to Werven's World and welcome to my Let's Play of the Pacifist Cravers. So it doesn't seem to be going very well, unfortunately. Yeah, so last time we had this bug, so we couldn't actually colonize this system, unfortunately, where this event just basically put a person there and that completely bugged out. We're also being sieged, which prevents us from being actual pacifists. So we have to do something against it and make some ships in order to beat them. However, our ships aren't that great, unfortunately, so this one here gives us extra projectile damage, which is good. And, well, we can have these slugs, which is fine. We can also have this, which improves our invasion a bit, but I don't necessarily want that, because we have these guys here that will protect us. So we will have shields. And then we will... well, maybe have another shield, because this one will be taking all the hits. So then we will build a marauder and 3 slicers. We could actually do that all in this turn. And then we can attach a hero to that as well. Yeah, so this one will be assigned next turn. So you wait for a little bit. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm not getting any pacifism even though I'm doing this. So the siege is really not great at all for us. So that would have been good to know earlier, but unfortunately we didn't. So let us just increase the production then, and then maybe also the food, because at some point we will want to colonize these as well. So then we might want to have... this one. How is our happiness going? Here we're content. We could be happy instead, which would increase our food production at least. Let's get rid of this pacifism because, well, we're not really getting anything from that. So we could have this one. This would give us a little bit of happiness. And then we have this one here, which will 2 more turns and we'll have colonized this. And at the moment we are content, so that's okay. You will not be assigned yet, because we first need to have the fleet. Okay, let's support the pacifists. Yeah, this is terrible. Terrible! So we did get some more laws. Less diplomacy cost. Yeah, so this one is quite nice. But 2 per... population, I don't think I can pay for that. Found a colony on Lacerda before anyone else. Ooh, we completed the solo quest, so we get vacuum protection, which gives us 2 support modules. And we have to set up an outpost on the Ibila system. Where is Ibila? I don't have Ibila anywhere yet. Or reach Hyena in less than 10. Also don't have that. Well, let's repopulate because we are pacifist, right? So let's do that. It's just over there. Alright. So we basically got 2 quests. We have to find a colony right all the way over there. And then we have to find a colony over there. Fair enough, but we haven't even been able to settle a colony here, so yeah, that's not great. But now we got these 3 ships here, so let us create this and we can assign our newly found hero, who also has a ship that we can edit. So what we could do is we could improve his projectile damage, and he seems to like projectiles already, fine enough. So then if we add some shielding here, fine. He's also level up, so he has 4 skill points. So we could increase our fleet health and our vision range. Let's go for health. And also movement points are good. And then maybe extra experience per turn. Yes, alright. We didn't have points for that. let's finally intercept these guys, because they've been causing us trouble long enough. We are happy! Yay! How much upkeep is this one costing us? 36. So building this would reduce our upkeep by quite a bit. But do we want to build other things first? We could make pupa in order to... Let's make one pupa. So in order to go and try and colonize that system. Then we can also increase our production a little bit. Here we go. So, I'm actually not sure if this pacifist propaganda, I don't think it actually matters how much production you actually have, so we could also put it there. Because it just sets your production to 0, but it doesn't really absorb the production or anything like that. Alright, so you wait for a turn, a couple of turns, because I have more trust in these guys to actually do it. 221. Oh, this one actually has more. But less defense. We could give it one try to weaken them a little bit.
The hive cares a little.
You have met the Cravers. Hello, Cravers. Wanna be friends?
What do you sound like?
Oh, they are military. Yeah, they don't. Not good for us to be with Cravers, because we want to be in alliances with people. So they're over there. New event, Boiler Room. Lobbyists for your empire's banks have been assailing your senators for weeks with demands set to ease some of the regulations of their operations. In particular, they're requesting looser restrictions on letting ordinary citizens in space travel ventures and on ensuring ships heading out for long-distance voyages. They promise increased financial gains for your empire with minimal risk to your financial future. We could go for less money, more happiness, or we could go for more money, more pacifism, but creating a major economic crisis. Let's see what this does. I've never taken this, so let's see. A free market does benefit from being more free, and space travel is a lucrative economy booster at the moment. Perhaps some relief for the bankers would be financially prudent. Well, let's see what it does. Another event, Riled Researchers. It appears that an intergalactic congress of scientists has turned into a labor dispute. They have come to the conclusion that their work is grossly unappreciated and plan to halt all experimental efforts until their wages improve. Their lab equipment is upgraded and their work reported more professionally. Less science, more production, more industrial. More science, less dust. Let's go for this one. I want to have my production. And more science is also fine. Yeah, the ideologies both don't really matter so much to me. Outpost alert on Calum. Then we have to use this one. Absorb 10 of the food of my opponent. Haha, so I'm basically invading it in order to steal some food. Of course in a completely pacifistic way, right? But yeah, so I should be winning this, so that's good. Let's see what we can do here though. We do have the advantage. They have mostly energy. And do we have any shields? We don't have any shields whatsoever. So we could just go for this. Because the hull plating still absorbs a little bit of shield, so any advantage we can get is fine. Because we could also go for this one, but it doesn't really help us much in the battle itself, and the dust bonus is not that great. And well, we don't have any shields and we would do less damage, so this one would be the best in this case, I would say. It is a draw. We did kill one. Oh. I hope they don't kill this one. Yay! Finally! No more siege! You can finally build up your stuff. Woohoo! That's about time as well. Nice, and then the ships can pass, so everything will be fine again. Woohoo! What did we have to do at the Infinite Factory? Oh, that's with 200 manpower fleet. What do you have in manpower? 66, I guess. Or... no, wait, 110, 110, 110? So actually, this should already be enough. So let's send you there. Will take quite some turns. But that would be fine. Alright, so our Harisham changed. We are very unhappy here. So maybe let's put them here in order to not be enslaved. That will make us content again. But we have these ones, they like to be on sterile planets. So let's put them here. We'll increase our food by quite a bit. So then we get more Cravers soon. Yeah. So nothing really amazing going on here. Do I want to do anything else here? I kind of really want to get this propaganda going on. But now we also should be able to do that better because we don't have any sieges anymore. So maybe I'm completely wasting my opportunities there by doing that propaganda, but well, that's something we have to live with. Here we could increase the pacifist ideology by building this, but of course it will take a while. Could increase our food, which is not really necessary yet. Alright. 2 more turns and then we can make a level 3 upgrades for our system, so that will be good. Alright, so then we have new population bonus. Woohoo! Military ship cost reduction, I guess? No, it's a Horatio, I guess. More ecology. These ones are actually quite nice to have for our political output. They make food, which is, well, it's okay, I guess. But we can't increase them yet, unfortunately, because we don't have the luxury resources for them. And the Harishams were on...
Our relations with you.
I know, thank you. The Harishams were here. So what we could do is we could send some here. And then they will increase slowly but steadily. We can also send some here afterwards. Of course the Harishams don't really do much there because they like to have sterile planets, not the temperate ones that we see there. But still, I'm going to send one over. And we will send it to Bunny. Yes. And then hopefully in some turns we will get the stuff that we want from them. So more pacifist output. Then we got one more Horatio, all fine. Everything will move for a bit. So what should we do with these guys? We did make a new colony ship, so if we want to go all the way there, we will have to first explore a little bit. We have to shoot some probes in order to know where we're going. They're already allied, so I don't think I can actually assimilate them. Just completed neurorobotics. Alright, so now we can finally make our level 2 thingy, and we want to have the happiness of the... No, we first need to buy Transvine. It's fairly expensive though. Everything is in demand. I guess we need 20 of it, which will be really expensive. But it might be worth it. Hopefully it's worth it. Transvine and extra science, extra capacity, or extra food? Let's go for extra... well, actually, red sang we are producing ourselves. Confirm. So we need 5 more transfine in order to make one of those improvements. If we do that here, then we will get plus 25 happiness, which will be quite nice. Then also this one will increase our happiness as well. Of course, this one doesn't increase our pacifist ideology though. And our happiness is probably fine after we do that. So let's switch these two, because Horatio likes to be on hot planets. Perfect. So now, if we build... be the first to build a Wonder Trade Clearing Bureau. Well, we don't have that yet, but... what should we do? These all increase our pacifist ideologies as well as our money. This will allow us to populate the gas planets that we have, which also reduce our happiness once again, which is a little bit sad. Well, let's just continue with this one, because then we can do the barren steppes colonization, which is something we definitely need. New luxury resource discovered. Where? Oh, because I bought it. Okay, fair enough. And we got another Craver. So now we're completely full with population, unless we start terraforming, which we might start doing once we unlock this technology, which is here. Although we don't really have any sterile planets, so that wouldn't really help us immediately. Well, let's see. You will go here. Alright, now we can colonize the steppes. So we could colonize these ones here. This one actually has antimatter, which is nice, although it would require us to have that technology. This one gives more happiness, which is nice. So maybe we should do this one first. Then we would get plus 10 happiness. We are mutinous because we have a Craver here. Did I send a Craver instead of a Harrison? Really? Oops. No wonder they're mutinous. Well, then we need a level 2 improvement so that I can send it back. Did I really send a Craver? Weird. Yeah, because this just carries food all the way here to Calem. And we are still winning this colonization race, so that's good. We do have to research something though. Well, if we do this one, then we can create an alliance, but for that we still need 3 technologies here in this entire thing. So this would give us more influence when we're happy, but we're generally not very happy at the moment yet. This culture center is quite nice, and it also gives us this plus 5 per system level, which is not super amazing, I would say. We could, of course, go for the terraforming slowly but steadily in order to help us with the happiness problem. Population slots extra. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this compact warp methods because moons are so rare, and these all go about moons. So let's start with this evaporation inhibitors, because then we can explore more curiosities and we can do terraforming, unless, of course, we actually maybe need this one first in order to actually get our antimatter. I was wondering if we should also to this one, because then we could have this adamantium, which is quite nice, and this is not a bad planet at all. Especially since we can terraform it at some point. So maybe let's go for that first. Alright, the Academy power increased. We have amicable remnants. Which were the remnants? These ones. Yeah, so we can't assist them. Oh, we can't do that anyway. We could continue praising them, which we're doing, so that's fine. Alright, but next time we will continue, because we've been playing for 20 minutes, so I hope you had fun, and see you next time.